Have you ever played a team full of old heads that's just absolutely nasty? Like, look at that pass. Well, that's who we played in our championship game yesterday, and they were diamond. This game was by far our craziest game of the year, and our undefeated season was still on the line. It was back and forth early, and they were lights out from 3. But we were able to take the lead early thanks to some tough buckets like this. Hey, Dev. And it was pretty obvious early that their game plan was to pack the paint and let us shoot threes, so we had to take advantage. I definitely had my off-the-dribble 3 going. I finished the game with 7 threes, but offense wasn't really our problem. They were passing and cutting us to death, and they had a million of these. They really worked the ball and found a way to make a perfect pinpoint pass every time. Like, check out this pass. I bet you can't even see it. That's a perfectly slipped screen for an and one. And that layup would give them the lead, but we had to show them that we can make some good passes too. Check out that no look for the lead right back. Once they saw the ball go through on some layups, their threes were lights out. It really felt like they couldn't miss, and this guy played at Rutgers, by the way. Since my threes were falling, it gave me a chance to get in the lane for some easy shots like this. We ran this pick and roll over and over and over again, and it gave me a bunch of opportunities for a nice and one. Once they overhelped on the pick and roll, once I got downhill, that helped John get a dunk. Hey! But even with all those buckets, we just couldn't pull away because they were lights out. Check out this crazy move he hits me with here. I don't even know how to explain that. I had to ask him about it after the game. And then he hits the 3. But you know, when I see some crazy shit like that, you know I have to go right back at him, and that's the next possession. To end the half, John would get his second of 4 dunks. It would put us up 1 at halftime. We started off the half super strong with some nice buckets, but I'm telling you, it would not stay this way. Had a 5-point lead disappear in an instant because they play fundamental, consistent basketball. This run they would go on would put them up 7. With our backs against the wall, it was really time to lock in. I started to get downhill way more, and John gets his 3rd dunk. If you've been following the series, you know Kyle hits clutch threes. That would bring us back within 1. But then they come right back at us. This guy was lights out all game. That 3 would put them back up 4, so it was my turn to hit a big 3 to get us right back in the game. We're down 1. Like I said, offense wasn't really the problem. It was defense, and we finally were able to get a stop. Dev gets this big steal. But it doesn't matter if you can't turn defense into offense, and I was able to do that with this pump fake 1 dribble step back. But I'm telling you, these guys just wouldn't go away. They hit everything. That 3 put them back up 1. We get some good ball movement here to put us back up 1. It was back and forth all game long. And then Mr. Rutgers hits this crazy Briscoe step back. So we're down 2, and Dev hits this huge 3 to put us up with 1:30 left. We get a few stops, and now it's time to hold the ball. But they were not fouling. They were going for the trap, and if you know me, you know this is where I thrive. I love these situations. That nutmeg would almost ice the game. We were up 3. And it was just time to shoot some clutch free throws, and you know I don't miss those. And we needed 1 more stop, and Dev would get that for us. The undefeated season is complete. We'll see y'all in the Summer League. Peace.